Hi, this is Akabu69 or Charles Benson, whatever you want to call me. I don't really care. I'm not here to force any beliefs down people's throats, but if people want to know what I believe, I'm a Christian, and if you want part of that, just message me. If you don't want part of that, change the channel. Or keep watching. I don't care. It's a free country. But the big question today is Christian heavy metal music evil? This is a response to Jesus Freak 777. He's a pretty cool dude. And I agree with everything he said in his video. This is also a response to a dude that messaged me, and he's asking me, do I feel conviction on some of the bands I listen to? To a degree, I do, but at the same time, there's a lot of bands that I actually have dropped because of their message. Now, is secular music... Okay, so there's two questions we'll answer today. Is secular music evil or is Christian music evil? And I'm going to go into that. I have 10 minutes to make this video, so bear with me. I might talk fast or just run through the subject. Secular music, can it be evil? Well, it depends on the intent of the writer, what his purpose is, and if he's trying to glorify himself. And in all honesty, there's a lot of heavy metal bands and pop bands and country bands and rap bands that are all completely satanic. And I don't mean talking about goats or sacrificing people to be satanic. Anything that promotes a worldly lifestyle or a lifestyle of sin, that is satanic, because that's what the devil is. He is of sin. You don't have to talk about killing Christians to be satanic. You can just say, hey, go out there and have sex with that girl, drink as much as you want to, get as drunk as you want to, or I'm depressed, so I'm going to put myself in the bottle. Well, that's of the devil. All of that is from the devil. That's stuff Satan wants you to do. So I'm going to be very, very, very interesting in this video. If anybody's offended, I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just telling you what I believe as a Christian. I'm not forcing you to think the way I think, but if you do want to believe what I believe, message me. If not, that's cool. I don't force stuff down people's throats, because that's not cool. You know, that's a big problem in the church, is people force you into Christianity, and that's not the way to do it. At the same time, there's so many Christians that are so scared to admit that they have faith. That's also wrong. That's called being a pansy. Excuse my language, but that's what it is. If you believe in God, stand up for your faith, but don't force it on people, but just say, hey, I'm a Christian. You want part of that? Talk to me. If not, that's cool too. Anyways, that's another subject. So, secular music. Well, it depends on the band, it depends on their lyrics, and it depends on the motive. A lot of people who play metal music are just doing it for the love of music, because you're not going to get that rich playing metal music. It's metal music, for crying out loud. It's not going to make you that rich unless you're playing like the popular styles of metal. So I got mixed views on secular bands. Some of them, some of them are just playing to survive, and there's nothing wrong with that. You gotta pay your bills. You got to feed your family. You know, some people, and they happen to be good at playing music. I feel heavily convicted to play Christian music, because that's just something the Lord put inside of me a long time ago. He basically told me, if you go out there, you play any kind of music, you better do it for me, and you better, glorify me with your music. And I took him very seriously, so I do that. Now, am I going to attack people who play secular music? No, that's between them and God. And I do realize some of these people play because you got to survive. And if you're good at playing music, you might as well make something off of it. You know, if you're good at it, and that's about the only thing you're good at, is if you've been fired like me from almost every job I've ever had, and if you're good at it, and that's one thing you're good at, and use your talent. Now, I say use it to glorify God, but not everybody will, but that's what I would encourage. And if it pays your bills, that's good. You're supposed to, pay your bills. You're supposed to feed your family. Otherwise, they end up starving. But here's the other question: Is Christian heavy metal evil? No, I wouldn't say so at all. I don't think the sound of a distorted guitar is evil. Now, if your intent behind it is evil, that would make it evil, not the lyrical content. I mean, are you playing Christian music just because you think it might sell better? And are you putting the Christian label on there deliberately? Well, if you're playing in the flesh, then it doesn't matter what your lyrics say, it's still going to be considered evil. Because if you're playing for you only, then it's just as evil as playing, something that glorifies the devil. Because to glorify yourself is like glorifying Satan. You're not supposed to glorify yourself. So this is a long-winded question. All right. So Christian music overall is pretty good. It has the right message behind it, and it's meant to glorify God. Now, do all the Christian bands out there actually play to glorify God? No, I'm not going to lie. There's people that do it out there just to get big, and they know that the Christian market sells, especially in like the pop genre. But in all honesty, all genres of music are good and evil, depending on the band, the group, the lyrical intent, and the musician's motive behind why they actually pick up that instrument. If you're playing anything to glorify yourself, it's completely wrong and it's completely evil. If you're, let's say, Deicide talks about killing Christians and Britney Spears talks about, having promiscuous sex. As far as I'm concerned, they're both equally satanic because they're promoting a worldly, ungodly kind of lifestyle. Obviously, Deicide would be the obvious satanic because they're talking about killing Christians, and they flat out promote, that. But I'm saying, which a lot of people are going to be offended by this, don't send me video responses because I just don't really care for those kind of things. You can comment or whatever, but I'm not going to lie, keep it friendly. You don't have to agree with me, but keep it friendly because I'm friendly when I comment to people online, even when I don't agree with them. I'm not going to get mean to them because I just, it's pointless, and I don't make angry videos bashing people because that's a waste of hard drive space. I don't have that much hard drive space on my computer, so there you go. So, any kind of music can be considered bad or evil, or good, or neutral. Like Blind Guardian, I don't think they're evil. They're secular, but they're just talking about Lord of the Rings. I mean, come on, this stupid, cheesy D&D fantasy book crap that shouldn't offend anybody. It's stuff that dungeon dorks do in their basements, which I'm into fantasy stuff every now and then. And I'm not calling you people dorks. I'm just saying it's harmless crap. A lot of power metal bands talk about slaying dragons. They talk about destroying evil, or they just talk about fantasy stuff that would never really happen to begin with. I don't really find that offensive. I'm more offended by the bands that are bashing God and promoting a worldly lifestyle than some band talking about a dragon. So and I would be more offended by like that one song, "It's Too Late to Apologize." I don't know who does that. It's a R&B song. It's never too late to apologize. That's wrong. That's a very unchristian attitude. It's like saying, I know I wronged you, but I'm not going to apologize to you. It's been too long. No. If you owe somebody an apology, apologize to them and repent of what you did to them and ask them for forgiveness. See, that's an equally satanic message right there. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, what? Yeah, that's a satanic message. Promoting anything that is worldly, not of God, and to glorify yourself. That is all satanic because that's what Satan wants you to do. He wants you to glorify you. And he wants you to live life the way you want to. And that is wrong. It's not about that. It's about God. So, a country band talking about drinking all the time and going out to the bars and getting drunk. And Britney Spears talking about promiscuous sex. And Deicide talking about killing Christians. In my opinion, it's all the same. It's all equally bad. Because it is promoting an ungodly lifestyle. And it's promoting sin. So anything that is deliberately promoting sin is satanic. That's right, I said that. And I know that a lot of people are going to be like, what? You sound so offensive when you say that. Well, I'm telling the truth. It comes from this book, the Bible. So don't argue with me. I didn't make up the rules. I just happen to follow them the best I can. I'm not perfect at it. And I'm not saying I'm Mr. Holy either. I'm a Christian, but I'm not saying I'm better than him because I ain't better than nobody. And I'm not judging you people out there. I'm just giving you a real black and white truth about what I feel about things and what the Bible says about things. Anything that is not of God and promotes sin is satanic. Think about that. Now, if you leave me comments, be nice about them, or I will have to erase them and block them. And I don't like doing that because I'm a nice guy. I'm just saying, if you leave me comments, keep them tasty.